Okay. Yes, you are online right now. Yeah, and our participants are just going to join. Yeah. Yeah, I think we need to start right now. Yes. Dear participant, आज का जो टॉपिक है वो है रिलेटेड टू कोचिंग। कोचिंग जो है वो बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है टॉपिक। और बीइंग अ एचआर प्रोफेशनल, हमें कोचिंग से बहुत ज़्यादा वास्ता करना रहता है, मेंटोरिंग से, कोचिंग से। और बीइंग अ कोच हमें बहुत सी जगहों पे अपने कैरियर को हम एक्सटेंड कर सकते हैं और कैरियर को देख सकते हैं। ठीक है, तो दिस इज़ वेरी मच इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक। ब्रदर जिम हमारे साथ हैं। He is the CEO of Tilty and the Executive Director of John Maxwell team. And now I am handing over this forum to Brother James. वो ब्रदर जेम्स इस सेशन को फैसिलिटेट करें। और आज का सेशन जो है बड़ा ज़्यादा पार्टिसिपेटिव और इंटरेक्टिव होगा, और इसमें हम कोशिश करेंगे कि इसमें ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा डिस्कशन करेंगे। प्लीज़ ब्रदर, प्लीज़ start the session and to
Okay, thank you very much, Mansoor Sab, and thank you all who are joining us in this session. We are very grateful to you for joining our CHRP course, and I believe that this is the last month, right, Mansoor Sab, that we are doing this course, and you're going to finish this course very soon. So we are very grateful to you to be with us in this session and the whole course. Today, we're going to talk about the professional coaching. There is a lot of different type of coaching. We know that. Is there anyone here who want to share a little bit about your experience about coaching? Anyone? Hello, everyone can hear me? Anyone can hear me? Anyone want to mention anything about coaching? If any one of you are already doing it, or you have some experience about coaching, anyone? Okay, so we're going to talk about some of the model that we are using. Someone wrote something, let me check. And okay, Miss Aisha, she mentioned no experience, so it will be really good for all of us to grow together. So when you're talking about the model, the Tilty model, we're gonna use TGOROW to grow model. That is the one: topic, goal, outcome, reality, options, and way forward. This is the TGOROW. This we actually say it to grow, to remember it, TO and then GROW. That is the way. But when we write it down: topic, goal, outcome, reality, options, and a way forward. So when we're talking about the topic, what do you really want to discuss? So when someone come and want your help, then definitely you ask them, so what is the purpose? What is the objective today that you want to achieve? So that is the way you start with them. And then what is the goal? End of the discussion, what do you want? And what is the outcome? What do you want to achieve from this session today, right? The session, what do you want is an outcome. And the reality, what is happening now? That is very, very important in your life. Maybe many things happened before, that already happened, but what is happening now, the reality, how after happening something, what is you going through, and how you're doing now, that is very, very important things. And then when you talk with someone, there are different kind of option you can talk about. That what can you do? Every one of us, we are created by God. Our personality is different, and because of that, we think differently, we take action differently, and our outcome also different. And so that is the options that which way you're gonna go, how you're gonna take the action. And the last we're talking about that way forward. Okay, already happened these things, and we cannot change the situation. So what is the way forward? What we can do, what you can do? That is the method we're gonna start. So first session, we before taking the break, we're gonna know a little bit more about coaching, and the second part we're gonna do more about the practice. Is it okay, everyone? That we're gonna let's know a little bit more about the coaching, so that we have a little bit. Some of you already have many ideas about coaching, but let's be same page, everyone. So let's talk about some of the coaching things, and then we're gonna do a little bit practice today so that we can help people. So the 2GROW method, the topic, goal, outcome, reality, option, and way forward. If you have the pen and paper, you can write it down, that you decide about the topic, and then where you want to go, goal, and then outcome, reality, option, and way forward. This is the things we're gonna talk about, the flow of the coaching. And it is very, very essential for you. Coaching question and then leadership part, we're gonna go with that. So you imagine a relationship that is entirely focused upon you. That is, that is, imagine a relationship. So you can, the later when you finish the session, maybe we can give you the fill-up version as well, so that you have it. But right now, it is very, very important that write it down, couple of the sentence. The first one is the relationship. Imagine a relationship that is entirely focused upon you, and they want to what is going on in your life, what is meant, that you what you want to achieve. And then number two, that you imagine that someone is listening rather than just hearing you. So that is very, very important, right? That having a relationship and someone is listening rather than just hearing you. And then number three, we can talk about that. Imagine someone who holds you accountable to dream and inspiration. That someone is keeping you accountable, that you have the dream and the vision, and you need to step by step, that so that you can go ahead. So first one is relationship, second one is listening, and then accountability. It's very, very important. And the fourth one we're gonna take, the imagine a relationship with someone instantly curious about who you are and who intended to be, that you can do many, many things, and helping you to be a little bit more curious, curious, that you have a lot of imagination, you have a big dream, you have a big vision, you want to be someone, you want to be the prime minister, you want to be the president, you want to be a journalist, you want to be a pilot, a lawyer, anything you want to be, that in that area, there's someone is pushing you, encouraging you, helping you. What about this, what about that way, then helping you in some ways. So that is the things we are talking about. And then number fifth, that imagine the relationship in your life with an individual who is often more committed to what you want to achieve in your life than you are, and it help you every way. It's a commitment. So first one is a relationship, then listening, then accountability, then curious, and then commitment, and helps you to clarify, that committed and helping you to clarify that your vision, your dreams, that what you have, that you sure you want this and that. This kind of people, you know, uh, it is very important in our life. And then imagine a relationship that someone who has the agenda other than just the growth and success, and that in your life, that you can grow, you can have many, many things, but in a person that you have a agenda daily basis, that after this, the first things I'm gonna do, the second thing, after second things, I'm gonna go, I'm enter into a university, and then second things, I am gonna take this course, third things, I'm gonna go to the average, and the fourth things, I'm gonna finish my PhD. So there is a agenda. That is the things we are talking about. A good coach always help people in that area, that step by step. So, and number 7, that imagine someone in your life who sees the normality, no, the of the true you. That is, the imagine someone in your life who sees the informity of your true essence and sees the big picture of you. That you are the currently you are, but if this person is dreaming that you are actually finishing your degree, you started a company, you are running an organization, you became a very big businessman. The person who has the big vision to see that, so a coach actually does these kind of things for other people. And number 8, we can talk about that. Imagine a relationship where you finally can break the free of a prison that has sabotaged your growth. That maybe I missed one point here, and but I'm going to cover that one also. That inside of you, you have a big imagination, but it seems like that, oh, I cannot do this. I want to do it, but I cannot do it. There is a prison you created yourself inside of you. So that is the chain. Actually, break it, and that is the thing of being coach. And the number 9, which is not here, I missed it. I'm sorry for that. Regardless of the field concerned, a person intended to operate at a professionalism, that you can do it at the things, but still you can do a better job. Professional way, not only that average people, like the average people or normal way, it is not doing that is the way, but in the helping you, a coach, helping other people to be professionally doing very, very well. And then 10, there, whatever a person is sharing the information, they are teaching or they are training. The information that they are receiving, whenever a person is sharing the information, they are teaching and they are training other people. So when you're receiving the information, that information, you actually make a lessons from that, the training from that. So that is very, very important. The content you have with this content, you create a teaching line so that you would be able to help not only one individual, but through the example of one person, you can help many, many people as usual. And then number 11 is, whenever someone is sharing their experience, they are mentoring. So when someone is sharing their experience, they're mentoring. Is there anyone knows here that what is the difference between a coaching and mentoring? Anyone? Okay. So you know it very well, but you don't want to talk maybe. So coaching. Uh, Coaching, that when coach talk to us, we need to do exactly right. That when you go to the field, coach is saying to you, do the ball like this way. So we need to follow the coach, his instruction. But when you're talking about the mentor, that is the things we can learn from many people. And they, similar things happened to me, and I did this thing. So you listen to them, and from listen maybe 2 3 more people, but it is not necessary that you do the exact things, and but you can do according to your judgment. So there is a mentor, he shared his experience, and then you have the right to choose that or not to choose that, act on it or not to act on it. That is the things. And then we're talking about the number 12, the whenever someone is asking open explorative questions and listening deeply, they are coaches. whenever someone is asking open, explorative questions and listening deeply, they are the coaches. So asking the question is very, very important. And then questioning, listening, and that is the people who does this kind of things. So they are good coaches. So it is very, very important that for all of us that we need to do this kind of things. Okay, so some of the things that how the coaching came and the history, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time about it. Let's go to some of the coaching character. Okay, so when you're talking about the coaching character, this is the things is very, very important. One of the most important and yet astonishingly understand aspect of becoming a powerful coach is about character. Character, the space you are coming from as you engage the coaching process. So it is very, very important for all of us to know that if we want to be a coach, the becoming a powerful coach is all about your character, the space you are coming from as you engage the coaching process. You know the way you learned about it, and now you're going to help other people. So it is very, very important that your character, how you kept yourself, you did not deceive yourself in the process. You went through it. Was hard, but you went through the process. You did not take a shortcut. That is the things we are talking about. So as a coach, it is very, very important. And the number two, the think of the word behavior. Think of the word behavior. You have to be the coach in order to have the ability to coach other to success. And this is very, very important. A coach need to have his own success so that he would be able to help other people. So your behavior, the think of the word behavior, you have to be the coach in order to have the ability to coach other. So behavior is very, very important. Your character is important, and then your behavior, the how you act on it, it is very, very important. And then number three, your ability to influence another human being in a powerfully influence, not only normal influence, but you have the ability powerfully influence another human being, and he is going to determine, or she is going to be determined by who you are more than it be by what you know. So many times the coaching, the who are receiving the coaching, we are talking about it, they're very much influenced by the coach. And it is a very important for a coach to be influential, and he carry a lot of weight, a lot of power, a lot of ability as well. So other people actually follow you. So it does not matter that what you say, but how you act, how you live your life, how you teaching other people. And that is very, very important. So your character is important, your behavior is important, your influence is very important. And then number four, effective coaching is 99% about who you are and only 1% about technique. Did you hear it? It is the effective coaching is only 99% about who you are and only 1% about the technique that we teach other people. So it is a very, very important thing that if I want to be a coach, if you want to be a coach, that our life need to be tested, to be trusted. You know, that when the problem come in our life, that how we are acting, that from that, that if something bad happened to we are getting better or we are getting bitter. You understand that we getting better or we getting bitter, that no, I don't want to do these things anymore. So that is the character testing. We need the testing so that other people can trust us. At the same time, we need to be better, not bitter. So that is another thing. And number five, that before you can do something, you first must be something. Before you can do something, you first must be something, without being, and that we cannot be doing. So it is very, very important. This is the things to be an effective coach. It is very, very important in our life. And also, let's number 6. It is most of the important task a coach can undertake is to continually seek to increase their self-conscious, increase their self-conscious to improve self-awareness. Now, if you do not know where you are, then you cannot
هذه
go.
دمرة ما دي واجه تبيت مسيرنا دي لكم كده غدي كلاس من كلاس أخلا ما أونلاين نو يارك
Mr.
دمرة
Yasir, mute it, please.
Yeah, he has been muted right now.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so it is that a coach must work to increase the consciousness and a self-awareness. So that is the things we are talking about, that if the person does not know where he or she is, it will be very difficult for them or for him or her to go to the place they want to go. So a coach actually help other people to self-aware. And then number 7, this is where the law of the lead applied to coaching. Law of the lead, that means that how you can lead other people, that you need to have that kind of ability. The law of the lead, that is a very big subject, and we do on 2 hours session on the law of the lead as well. So if you want to be a good coach, you need to know the law of the lead and how you can help other people to go to the place that they really want to go. And then number 8 is your ability to raise the level of consciousness of others. Subsequently, your ability and effectiveness in coaching others to improve selflessness, and will be determined by your conscious. So it is self-conscious ability to raise consciousness. If some people, we all have some weaknesses. I believe that all of us, we have some weaknesses, and some of us, we know some of the things. Sometimes we do not know, but our friend circle, they know that what weaknesses we have. My boss, he knows or she knows, and it is very, very important for us to be conscious about, oh, I have the blind spot. Maybe every single one of us, some area we are not perfect, and but sometimes we know, sometimes we do not know. But we can ask our colleague, we can ask our friend circle that what is the area that we can do better. And when you go for the coaching session, that coaching, some of the tests actually help us to know which area we have little weaknesses. And when you start any kind of coaching, it is very, very important that you take before you start the coaching, you take the personality test. And personality test actually help you that every single one of us, we make the decision in a different way. And so that we would be able to know that how we make the decision, what is the high, what is the low, how we see the world, how we see the situation, how we see the problem, when some of the sudden problem come, how we make the decision when the tense area. So every single thing, so we need to know to coach other people. So when we take some test, and this kind of test actually help us. So we're going to do a little bit of these kind of things, practical things today, so that you would be able to know that how to coach someone. So this is consciousness is very, very important. And the number 9, the best coaches have a coach. That is very, very important. And that we want to coach other people. but many times we do not have the coach. But every best coaches in the world, every best coaches have a coach. So it is very, very important that if you have a coach or not, if you do not have a coach, I would request you that, ask someone that you mentor, you have many other teachers or your boss, maybe you can ask them to be your coach. So that is very, very important. So the best coaches have a coach. And number 10 is that rather than seeing a person as an empty goals that we might fill in the information, that we do not see the person, oh, this guy do not have anything, no goals, no vision, nothing. We should not see a person like that is the way. Rather than seeing a person in empty goals that we might fill with the information, knowledge, and ideas, a powerful coach view a person rather than like an acronym, an entity that has all the potential. That you see, this is the way, this is the guy, maybe not doing very well, but this guy has all the potential within it to grow into a beautiful oak tree, as long as the right conditions are provided for that growth. And it is very, very important that we provide the right condition. A coach, it is his job, the helping when the seed is planted, a coach help to give a little bit fertilizer, that the dig a little bit the mud, put the water into it, take care about it, and clean the area. So that is coach's job, so that when the right information, right environment is there, and then the plant can grow, the seed can grow. So that is coach's job, creating the right condition and helping to grow as well. So, and at the same time, need to see the full potential of another person, not to view them that they are very empty and they cannot do anything. So this is very important for us. And number 11, a coach looks at a person's potential rather than their performance. What you are doing right now, it is not very important, but what you can do better, what is the potential you have, that is the area, not the current performance. So you are doing very good, but you can do better, or you can do the best. You can go to the Olympic Games, you can win the Olympic. So that is the area coach sees, and not about only the current performance, but how you can actually grow into your potential. You can be skillful, how you can qualify, go to the next level, equip yourself a little better way, so that your potential will be used fully. That is the area a coach work. And the number 12, a growth coach, he sees themselves as a cultivator of human potential. A great coach sees themselves as a cultivator of human potential. Cultivator, you know it very well, that when a farmer, he goes for the cultivation, so he creates all the environment. A coach does the same thing. So we know a little bit now about the coaching and what is the coach, their job. So why coaching is so important? We are doing the human resource things study. So coaching is why it is very, very important. And it is an important question that every single one of us, we need to know. No other human development process influence and changes behavior as effectively as coaching. No other human development process influences and changes behavior as effectively as coaching. So that is one of the, when you are a HR leader, that you need to implement the coaching. Because of that we help this process, the change the behavior. Other than if we do not help individual, Without the coaching, it will take a long time. But as soon as you put a coach into their life, and it will be very, very quick. And then also pouring information into the conscious mind in the hope that some of it will stick is a future process, because the conscious mind cannot retain the large amount of the information. So pouring the information into the conscious mind in the hope that some of it will stick in the future process, because the conscious mind cannot retain the large amount of information. What does that mean is that if we give the information, but if we do not talk about it, it can actually not gonna last long. But a coach actually help them to remind. A coach help other person that, okay, oh, what about this? Last week you said about this. Have you done it, or what kind of things you need to do? So coach is the person who help us, remind us, and keep us accountable. So it is very, very important for us, not giving a lot of information only, but putting that information in a conscious mind and then actually talk about it, what happened this, and review about it. That is the thing we are talking about. And this is the reason coaching is very, very important. And number 3, coaching influence both the conscious and the subconscious levels of a personality. So we have the conscious mind and the subconscious mind, both of them, right? And the coach actually influences both of the area, not only one area. And the coaching, this is the coach and the coaching. And in our conscious mind and our subconscious mind, both of the levels, they help us, not only the working area, but in our personal life as well. So number 4, unless we change people at the level of the behavioral, nothing will changes in their results. So unless we change people at the level of their behavior, nothing will change in the result. So if I do the same thing every day and expect a different kind of result, then it's not going to happen. So it is very, very important for us that we change the way we do things. We change ourselves, we change our behavior, we change our action, not doing this the same way, but in a different way. We need to have that kind of behavior so that we would be able to expect the different kind of result in our life as well. And then number 5 is most of what we do on a day-to-day basis, it generates on a conscious level. This is not only you do it the day-by-day basis. So as soon as you started doing the basis on a conscious level that you are doing it, I am very committed about it. I am very interested about it, and I am committed about it, and you are intentional about it. So day to day, you do it, at the same time, you are very conscious about it. You are very intentional. The conscious level, intentional level, you are doing it. You are doing it day by day, but you are conscious that this is the things. Not many times we do the prayer, and it is a memorized prayer. So many times we do the prayer, but we do not know that we already said it. I remember that many times I go home, I drive, and sometimes I say, oh, I forget that this far I already came. Although I am using the same road, and many times I forget about, wow, that how I already crossed that. My absent mind, and I'm driving and help me to go the place where I'm going, but I'm not very, all the time, I'm not very focused. But this is the thing, coaching actually help us to be focused, to know that, that what I am doing, I'm intentional about it. I know why I am doing. So that is the part is very, very important. And number 6, it is not possible to manage and improve upon something you are not aware of. You cannot improve the things you do not know. So that is the things we are talking about, that you need to be self-aware about the things. So it is not possible to manage and improve until we are aware about it, that what is the area I need to improve myself, what is the area I can go better, I can get better, or my potential, I have a lot of potential, but how I can use my potential. If I am not aware about my strong point, what area I'm good at, in that area, that how I can find um, my gifts, my talents, so that what area I am good at, and how, if I know it, I would be able to use it. If I do not know it, I would not be able to use it.
Yes.
So coaching, it addresses the performance gap. That is the performance gaps. Number 7, we are talking about the coaching addresses the performance gap, the difference between what a person knows and what they do. That many times we know that, oh, you can do these things, but we are not doing it. So there is the coaching addresses the performance gap, the difference between what a person knows and what a person do. So two different things, that what you know and what you do. Many times we have a very big gap. So you can know many things. Oh, this is the way an organization you can run, a big company can run. But if you are not doing it, it can be very, very different. So that is the area we need the coaching, that what you know and what you can do to achieve that level of performance. That is the area coach help. And then
Brother, actually, we need to have a 10 minutes prayer break. Uh,
now,
now.
okay,
Okay.
let's take the break now. Then
Okay, and we will get resume just after 10 minutes right now.
mhm. So we will be back
7:20.
7:20.
7:20, we will be there again, right? Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, are we ready to start again, Mr. Sab?
Yeah, yes, the time is over right now, and we now start right now. We need to start.
Okay, this is the last slide I'm gonna talk about, and then maybe we can do a little bit practical as well. So number 8 for all of us to know that if we are to collaborate in increasing lasting improvement in performance for our clients, and not just put a short taking plaster over the problem at hand. We must address the performance issue at a level beneath which they occur. Many times, because we do not want to offend other people, so we many times say it's okay, and we just put a plaster over the problem, and we do not actually solve the problem. We just do some painting for now is okay. You handshake with each other, all the problem will go. And that is the way we try to solve the problem many times. And this is the way we are not real help. The people need it. We are not doing it. At the same way, we can see it at individual level, different groups, different political parties, and within the different organization and the business sector, we can see that some of the relationship we have not heart-to-heart relationship, but have the relationship, but in a when you see someone, we try to avoid it as well. So it is very, very important as a coach. We really do not do the plaster. We do not just paint, but we really take care about the problem and helping other people see the problem. Where is the problem, and what kind of responsibility we need to take care of it. So it is very, very important. And the number 9 is the coaching process has 3 underlying objectives. Coaching process have 3 underlying objectives. So objectives number 1, greater awareness about the problem, about the personality, about the situation, about where we are currently, where we want to go. All these things, a greater awareness. And then increased responsibility. That as soon as we start the coaching, we need to take some responsibility. So increased responsibility, that is the area that we need to make sure that we have the time to take care about it. Greater responsibility is very, very important. Increased responsibility is very important. And then greater accountability. So awareness, responsibility, greater awareness, increased responsibility, and greater accountability. That as soon as we say something, I'm going to do it, I need to do it. And it is very, very important. So all the number 10, all 3 bring the greater empowerment and influences to an individual. So empowerment, the results of influence to the individual increase lasting change by adopting a learning approach that operates from the inside out as opposed to the outside in. That it inside out, it is coming from inside. You are willingly taking the responsibility. You are willingly ready to go. Morning time, anytime we do not do exercise regularly, but someone is no, I need to go, if I don't go, I am not feeling very well. So that it is need to come from inside. Someone is not pushing you, not from the outside influence, but from the inside it is coming. It is very, very important. And then 11, our potential cannot be found somewhere outside of us. It can only be discovered within us. And this is the line I really want you to write it down. And it is very, very important that or you can write, my potential my potential cannot be somewhere outside. My potential cannot be found somewhere outside of me. It can only be discovered within me. Does it make sense that your potential, it cannot be found somewhere outside? You have the potential and it is inside of you. It is not outside of you. And only you know how to discover it, and only can be discovered by you as well. So that is the area I would say that, we all, as we are HR leader, I'm sure that many of you doing not only the HR field, but you are serving in many different ways. When we want to be a good coach, that a good coach, a good father, a good coach is a good mother, a good coach is a good teacher, a good coach is a good instructor. A good coach, he or she knows how to help a team to win. So that is the area the coaching is very, very important. And I would say that I am receiving coaching in now almost 12 years. And I can testify you that every day I learn something new, every day after 12 years. So today we are doing only 2 hours of session. So you understand that we would not be able to go. This is the basics level, very, very basics level that we are going through today. But we go to that basics, and then we go to the general level, then we go to the professional level, then we go to the business coaching, and then we have the elite coaching. So it's a lot of different steps that I already have done some of them, some of these things. So it will take time, but we can get better. If we start the process, we can go better. So it is very, very important that someone is coming near to you, that you started to know the personality, their type, what kind of personality this individual has. It is very, very important, because every one of us, we created by God according to his unique ways, and he made all of us very, very unique. So we all are unique. You are unique, and you have certain type, the way you make the decision, the way you see the world, the way you perceive all the things. It can be very, very different. So because of that, the personality is everything we do. It is different. So we need to, if we know the personality, how this person sees the world, what is the worldview, and make the decision, how is he or she is making the decision. If we know it, it will be very, very easier for us to help another individual. And what to input together and how to do it, that we need to know it. What kind of we're going to go a little bit details of after this slide, how to conduct a personal observations. We're going to do a little bit today. We're going to do a little bit test today, so that we know how to do the observation and how to uncover your coach's value, skills, and the accomplishment. And some of you was asking, I saw it later, that if you can fire a coach if he's not doing the good job, what can you do? You have all the right to fire your coach and take a new coach. And you need to know before you hire a coach, what is the values he or she carries, what kind of skills they have, what is the accomplishment that they already went through. So it is very, very important. So now I will be really needing your help. And I really want you to talk about it, that many of us, we are very generous, we are very emotional, we like to help other people. So this is the question. When someone tells you a problem, do you try to tell about a similar situation that you lived in and where you also found a way out? Or when a friend of yours is in trouble, do you try to show him the bright side of these things, the bright side of this problem? Think about yourself, how you are making the decision. Or when a person is sad, do you try in a way to make them happy? We have some people here, right? And in our group, they are very emotional. They are HR people. They are also um, sometimes he or she need help. So are you anyone try to help the other people? Is there anyone who want to say anything that I do? This is the way.
Yes, sir. It often happens when we are sitting in the office. The employees of our institution come to our office and discuss the problems they have with their superiors. So we don't tell them that we also live in such situation, but we help them find out a way where they can solve their own problems with their
Wow.
boss.
That's a very good answer. Very, very good answer. So, is there anyone want to share anything about your experience when this kind of situation comes? Someone is going through traveling time. What do you do?
Yes, please you can discuss in even in Urdu too. किसी भी लैंग्वेज
Yes.
में आप बात कर सकते हैं। तो ये ज़्यादा है कि आप देखें कि जब हमारे पास कोई आता है कोचिंग के लिए, तो क्या हम उसको सपोर्ट प्रोवाइड करते हैं पर्सनल लेवल पे भी। प्रोफेशनल लेवल की बात नहीं कर रहे, पर्सनल लेवल पे भी ना। आपकी मेंटोरिंग का रिलेशनशिप डेवलप हो जाता है लोगों के साथ, आपका एक ग्रुप के साथ, अपने सबऑर्डिनेट्स के साथ या कोलीग्स के साथ एक तरह का रिलेशनशिप स्टैब्लिश हो जाता है पर्सनल लेवल पे भी। तो वहाँ पे भी लोग आपके पास आते हैं हेल्प के लिए, गाइडेंस के लिए, कोचिंग के लिए। तो तब आप लोग कैसा रिस्पॉन्स करते हैं उनको, किस तरह से उनको रिस्पॉन्ड करते हैं? तो यू
I'd
कैन
like to go ahead basically. जब भी कोई आपको approach करता है, whenever someone approaches you and shares something with you, that means that the person is giving value to you and he or she is thinking that you are in a position to give them some sort of like some you're giving to listen to their problems with empathy and then advise accordingly. So your experience or through viewing their position, their situation, and then obviously advising accordingly. So what I'm saying is that even in most of the scenarios, even listening to someone with full empathy and just even you don't give any suggestion or you don't give uh, any any idea or anything, even if you just listen to the person, that sort of caters to half of the problem. Because the person has vented it out and he has put everything on you and you were the receiver, and for that gives you an opportunity to actually make that trustful relationship with that person, and then you have to take this opportunity to do the best that you can to make the person feel comfortable and heard, and then you can obviously also tell him what to do, what tools he or she can use in their daily life, and then you can coach them accordingly if it's personal or professional.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Faisal. I appreciate that. And I think all of you are here in this session. You are very wise people. There is a difference between if you really give other people the advice, then you are a good mentor. Maybe you are not a good coach. A coach will not tell them what to do. A coach will actually help other person. He or she is going to listen the problem, and then that how you think you can solve the problem. So you will be coach will be asking the question, what is the way out? You're not gonna share about, oh, I did this, I did this. No, you're not gonna do in advance. Coach will not, but a mentor will do. And then similar situation happened to me. So I did these things. A good mentor will do it. A coach will do the things differently. So we're gonna talking about the coaching methodology, the methodology that empowers before taking the coaches to action. You empower other people so that they would be able to make the decision, they would be able to take the action. So that is the empowerment part. That is the empowerment, a coaching methodology that we're gonna use that empower other people, that how they would be able to make the decision for the next steps. So that is very, very important. So some of the things we need to take care about it, and this is the, you already mentioned some of the things. Don't give the impression that you are not listening. It is very, very important. We need to be very honoring to other people. Like, look like you are in attack. As soon as they are saying something, you are attacking them. When in the office, it can happen. When someone came with a problem, you always come with this problem. Everything happened to you. So not an attacking mode. That is not very nice for a coach. So we need to be resisting ourselves not to attack the person, but attack the position as well, the position they are going through. That is the area we need to be very, very careful, so that other people, they feel that no, we are welcoming, we welcome them, when they are hurting, when they have the problem, they came here, there is a reason behind it. So we need to be very careful about it. Don't exhaust the other person, do not do the things is not going to make them more uncomfortable as well. It is not going to take away their energy, but it's going to give them the energy. That is the way we should ask in the question as well. And also don't damage the relationship. When they share something very secret, you need to be very careful that you are not sharing that information with other people, not spreading that one. So this is the very, very important things that we sign and a document, the confidentiality, and it is very, very important. So how powerful it is to act of welcoming. People will feel welcoming. It is powerful. How powerful is the act of welcoming? It transforms who is welcomed at the same time who welcomes. Both of the people who they feel, I visited a couple of the culture. As soon as I went to their home, they brought the water and they started cleaning my feet. That it was a little bit embarrassing for me, but at the same time, that wow, the way they want to serve other people, the way they want to welcome other people. The people need to feel welcome when they come to our office, that they are not in the bondage, but they're free. And that is the environment it is very important for us to create. So it transforms who is welcomed at the same time who welcomes. How intimate and precious is to be there. Intimate relationship, no, is a heart-to-heart relationship. And that is the listening and allowing the other person to put themselves fully, that you are listening and you are helping other person, that you can talk as much as I am here to listen to you without shutting up what has not yet been said. Many times people say something, but many things that they was not able to express. That is the part as a coach we need to listen. The things were already said, but the things is not been said yet. That is the boast. So, and just waiting for the moment, or perhaps the permission of the other to reveal itself. That you tell them, no, you can go ahead. Sure, go ahead, I have time. That is the permission you are giving, that is okay, you don't need to be hurry. I'm here to listen, I'm here to help you. So that is a very important things that we should open the door for other people as a coach. Okay, so big picture, what is happening? Tell me more about that. And then that is the big picture. Okay, what is happening in your life? Tell me more about it. And the focus, understand what specifically would you like to work on? Because someone can come and tell you many, many things, but you need to focus on. The first is the big picture, then the focus thinking, big picture thinking, then the focus thinking. Okay, this area you want to work, this area you want to work, you can listen a lot of things, but you need to understand the specifics. Without specifics, you would not be able to help someone. So specification is very, very important. And then observe behaviors. What have you already done? That in this position, how it created, what you already have done, and what else, that you can do. So behavior is very, very important for a coach to know how a person works, his behavior. It is a regularity or irregular behavior. It is consistency. Some people tick, every hour does something. Some people, okay, they are consistent also, but not doing every hour, but they are doing every day. So doing work every hour, that is the consistency, but every day, that is the consistency. Someone, people, they work once a week, but every week, that is the consistency too. Some people do work only once a month, but every month. So that is the consistency too. So we need to understand the behavior. If anyone did not understand my point, Mansur Sab, if you can help them, the consistency means is not every day doing the things. Consistency means that every week you can do it, or every month you can do it, or every year you can do it. That is a consistency as well. So
yes, it's very much obvious कि जो yes, this is very much important. That is very much required कि जो भी आप कर रहे हैं उसमें एक तसलसल आ रहा हो और एक कंटिन्यूटी का डिसिप्लिन आ रहा हो, उसी के साथ आपकी क्रेडिबिलिटी और रिलायबिलिटी एस्टेब्लिश होगी। और आप किसी को कोच को भी हायर करते हैं या लेते हैं या किसी की सर्विस लेना चाहते हैं, तो उनमें भी आप यही चीज़ें देखेंगे। इन्हीं चीज़ों को आप देखते हुए आगे चलेंगे कि अगर किसी पर्सनैलिटी के अंदर अगर ये चीज़ें नहीं होंगी तो वो आपके लिए हेल्पफुल हो ही नहीं सकता कि आप उसकी कोचिंग की सर्विसेज लें। जैसे अल्ताफ साहब ने क्वेश्चन किया था इस अंदर चैट बॉक्स में, तो उसका रिप्लाई किया था कि जब ऐसी सिचुएशन में कोई ऐसा कोच आ जाए कि जो कि आपको इफेक्टिव कोचिंग नहीं कर रहा, तो फिर कोच उस कोच की सिलेक्शन के अंदर कोई ना कोई हमसे मिस्टेक हुई हुई है। ठीक है, और क्या है कि हमने कोई चीज़, कुछ ऐसी पर्सनैलिटी के अंदर कोई करिस्मेटिक चीज़ हमने देख ली, या कोई एक मोमेंटम के ज़ेर असर हम आगे, एक मोमेंट के ज़ेर असर हम आगे, और उसकी वजह से हम उससे इंस्पायर हो गए, इम्प्रेस हो गए, लॉन्ग टर्म में हम उनके साथ चलना शुरू हो गए, तो पता चला कि कंसिस्टेंसी है ही नहीं। तो जब कंसिस्टेंसी नहीं है तो आपको वो जो रिक्वायर्ड और डिज़ायर्ड रिजल्ट है वो मिलेंगी नहीं ना। तो फिर वहाँ पे आपको ये फैसला करना पड़ेगा, बल्कि ये डिसाइड करना पड़ेगा कि आपका जो ये डिसीजन था वो ठीक नहीं था। तो वहाँ पे आपको फिर उसको रिव्यू करना पड़ेगा या रिविजिट करना पड़ेगा। तो कंसिस्टेंसी कोई एक दिन की बात नहीं है, ये कंटिन्यूसली ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, मंथ की, ईयर्स की ऊपर डिपेंड करता है इस सारी चीज़ों का।
Okay, thank you, Mansur Sahab. Okay, so it is very, very important when you learn about some situation, any problem. So you need to, that if you take that in this situation you can do these things, but if you do these things, that there is a gain or losses, you need to talk about both sides. If you do this, that is going to be beneficial, and this is the things you need to leave for now, and there may be the loss, you need the time, and other thing you would not be able to do other things. So you need to side by side, you need to talk about both things, the gains and the losses. So how important is it to resolve this? If it is some of the things is already happen, and forget about it. But how important it is to resolve it? If you do not resolve it, what else? And then if you gain, what kind of gains, what else? If you lose, what kind of losses, and what else? So this is the things you need to talk about it. You need to make other person self-aware about it. If I do this, this can happen. If I don't do this, it can happen. And if I take the action, this will be my gain. There is a potential losses. So as a coach, we need to see the problem or the situation as a 3D angle from the both sides, from the all sides. Yeah. So it is very, very important. A coach need to have the big picture of overall things. So are there obstacles? What can stop you from resolving the situation? That is the things you need to talk about it. What kind of situation currently you have that you don't have the time, you cannot go over there, you don't have the ticket to buy, or what else? What is stopping you? So that is the things is very, very essential that you need to talk about. Okay. Now, I believe that you have the pen and paper. Is there anyone? Yeah, every one of you, you have some pen and paper? So it is, we're going to do a little bit survey, and you're going to do it yourself. And it is very, very important. This is the reason, so that we, at the end, we're going to find out what is the area you really value the more. So now, competency rating that we're going to do, that 1, that means is poor, 2, that means is fair, 3, that means is good, and 4 is excels, is excellent. So this is the area that community building, in that area. So how you see the things, the community building, is it effective? Communication with a diverse individual and the group. Effective communication with diverse individuals and groups. Is it important to you? You can give yourself a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, how you see yourselves.
जी जी, ये बिल्कुल
Right.
इम्पोर्टेंट है सबके लिए। इससे क्या कर सकते हैं कि 360 डिग्री फीडबैक सर्वे आप अपने लिए भी इकट्ठा कर सकते हैं, और जो आपकी जो टीम में आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी में है उनका भी कर सकते हैं, ये फीडबैक ले सकते हैं ना। तो इसको अंडरस्टैंड करने की कोशिश करें और समझने की कोशिश करें, और इसको यहाँ पे रेटिंग भी दें अपने लिए।
We're gonna send this paper to you as well. Okay. You no need to write it down all the things, but only that community building, I have number 4. Just write it down. That on number 5, I have number 2. I value this. I don't need much. So just write a number. We need this number at the end. Is it everyone clear about it? Okay, and then relationship building. How you see that? Is it important? It's not very important. You give yourself a number to you, how you see that relationship building. How sensitivity, is it important? What area? And then building a team spirit, how important to you it is, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, what is the area you think yourself that where you are. So just write it down, give yourself a number. And then excellence in that category, administrative organizational ability, where you see yourself, number 3, 4, 5. Just give yourself a number. Leading by examples, how you do it, and you think your example and other people, they are following it. Give yourself a number, and I'm sure that you are honest with yourself. How people see you. So give yourself a number. Lead by examples. And then coping with the pressure. There is a lot of pressure, but I'm here because I need finances, I need to take care about other people, I need to take care about the family and other, somehow within the pressure, but you are there and you are doing okay with that you know how to handle the pressure as well. So give yourself a number. And the time management, see yourself that how you are doing with the time management, all your performance, all the time you are regular, and how you are attending all these things, the time management, how you're doing yourself. Okay, can we go to the next one?
Yes, sure.
Professionalism, how you see yourself, integrative part, that as a professional integrative part, in the professionalism, how you doing yourself. When people sees you, they think about you are a very professional guy, and this is the way you dress up, your work, your ethics, your value, all these things. Professionalism, the grooming part, your professional grooming, personal grooming, how people see you. Give yourself a number. And then accountability, how you see yourself that you are accountable to. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give yourself a number, accountability. And asking for the participation from the staff on decision project, that you you are asking other people to make the decision, or you just make all the decision and then tell them what to do? Some of the area we know that in the army or some of the areas that you tell other people what to do. You do not take their permission to do it or their opinions. But what about you, when your organization or company, how you make the decision? Where do you see yourself? What area? 3, 4, 5, and give yourself a number. Knowing and accepting his or her own strength and limitation. So are you open to listen other people and their strength and the limitation? Someone is physically maybe not very fit, how you see them? Are you accept them or you try to avoid them? And a few days ago, I actually saw a TikTok video, and over there, I saw that one of the family member requesting his sister-in-law, that she was not physically fit. So she said, can you go and sit down outside and eat with the children? Because she do not want her to come inside and present herself in front of the other guest. So that kind of things, it happened to the society. We neglect many times who are physically not have some disability as well. So how I see myself, how I'm open, and it is you are only one who is going to give yourself a number. Give yourself a number, please, so that you know your value. Supervising others, using the strength of others to get things done. Using the strength of others to get things done. Are you using other people, their strength, or not? Give yourself a number. And then providing autonomy to employees. That is the things you do it, autonomy, you provide them or not. Give yourself a number, please. And inclusion, does not play favorites or include anyone. Does not play favorites or include anyone. Inclusion. In that area, how you make the decision, how you see yourself. This is a very, very important one. So this is the supervising other. When you are supervising other, there is no favoritism, and that is the way you believe in. So give yourself a number. And then service, that approachability, you feel welcomed and listened to. So how, when someone is coming, do you have enough time for other people or not? You are always rush. I am busy, not this time, you did not make the appointment, this and that. Approachability, how you do it. See, give yourself a mark. That is the way I approach to people. I'm always welcome. I'm always open. I try to make the time for other people. Give yourself a number if that is the way your service is. And then service is energy and drive and ambition you have, that I'm very ambitious, and I have the energy, I take the decision, I take the steps, I take the initiative, and also I do it. What is the area, how you see yourself, that you make the decision, you don't like to make the decision, you say, no, let other people make the decision, and I'm going to help in that area. So give yourself a number. And then technical expertise, are you a technical person? If it is not, you can give yourself a 2, 3, and if you are, maybe 4, 5. Are you a result oriented person or not? That I want a result, and no matter what, how you do it, I don't care. You need to do it, you tell other people. So result oriented person and the people person is 2 different things. Some people are people person, but also make sure they are result oriented. But if you, that kind of people, you can write that I'm result oriented, but I'm also people person. You can. And then creativity, innovation, give yourself a number that I am innovative or not. I do not create many other things, or I do not come up with a lot of new ideas or creativity. But if you are not, but give yourself a number. And then analysis, flexibility. So all these things is very, very important, that if you want to be a coach, and how you're gonna provide the coaching for other people. So this is another way the action value, I would like to create ideas. It is important to me, it is not very important to me, and then it is important, it is critical to me, my decision. So on this area, we're not going to spend a lot of time. So, but it is very, very important. Creative ideas, making the things, fix the things, help people, design system, perform physical task, organize things, create beauty, explore ideas, follow the direction, take responsibility, experience variety, improve society, love often, take risk, be in the nature, manage people, work in teams. So all these things, which one is important and not important, I would request you that when you have a little bit time, this is the way, that is the, you're going to write it down, that 5 of the value, 5 values that are most important to you, and write a short definition of what the value means in your life. All these things you take from there, that only 5 things. When you've given yourself a mark, maybe 4 or 5, many things, you see that which area you have given yourself a mark, number 5, number 4, and that is the area you value. So that is your strength as well. And does it make sense? Anyone have any question about it?
No, it's almost clear, very much clear.
Okay, so please write it down. It is going to help you, because many times we do not write, so we do not know which one is our priority. So yeah, make the 5 most important things that you value, and what is your 4 and 5 highest, and that is the way you know that you are giving the priority as well. So now that my top 5 values, all these things, we're gonna send you this copy as well. And this is my first 5 values, and that what is value means to me. That is very, very important when you want to coach other person. You can ask the same question what I am asking you, that you're gonna ask other people, that what is the top 5 values you have, and what is this top 5 value it means to you. So you can ask them as well, and that is the way you know the person, their personality, where they are coming from, what is the things is motivating them to come to the conclusion they are in. So it is very, very important. So open with the purpose of the meeting, use the positive language. We have the opportunity to engage with these customers. Remember to submit your field. Okay, let me do it in a different way a little bit. This is let's do this one, that when you finish, and then a leader, a coach, you write it down, your location, your date, and the behavior, and then you already have a meeting, and then after the meeting this is the observation form, that when you met someone, you learn all these things about someone problem, and now you do the behavior, some of the things, ratings and specific examples of the rating, and the suggestion for the improvement. You do this after meeting. Open meeting with the purpose, agenda, and the inspiration, call to action, that it was exceptionally well, it was very good, it need the improvement. Some of the area you tick mark, that this is the things I need to know. Active listening, listened to what team members were communicating verbally and not verbally. So now we are talking about the business meeting and the business coaching, that maybe more than one person was there. And then we talk about and how our coach did it, how we are doing. This is general just observation form for yourself. And you can keep, that is the area that I need to make sure that I can work on in that area. I listen very well. Some of the people they communicated. Yes, go ahead, please.
In this pro forma, what is meant by the leader and who is the coach?
Leader is the and if someone can be coach, or you are actually the person you are providing the coaching, that person can be a leader, right?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes. So yeah, you can write it down their name. Yeah, no, it does not matter. Or if you want to submit, like I'm involved with a group of coaches. So we have the group coaching as well. So I make this list to provide that when I am absent, another coach would be able to follow up. These things, observation actually help for another coach to when you finish, that another person is coming after you. Maybe you let the organization, another person is coming. It is going to be good for them to know your observation as well. So in this area, it is helping. And then solicited ideas and the options of the attendees, that if they participated or not, so what area need to improve, you can mark it down, some of the things as well. And ended meeting with a recap of the decision made and action to be taken. And this the specific example you write, that what is the area we need to take care about the action, and that you make a little bit note for yourself, so that you remember the next meeting time that you are providing the coaching. Maybe after 2 weeks you're going to meet. So if you write it down, then it is going to help you to remember all the things that you need to do, and you need to prepare some of the suggestion and the improvement with that. Okay, so now, so ideal, we're gonna use the ideal model, IDEAL. Ideal. There is a lot of people, they use different kind of model. That first one we talking about the Togro model. Now this is the ideal model. You can use any model you want. So the purpose of the tool to help the coaches identifying a problem, explore it, and define an action plan to develop the new skills. So this identifying the problem, what is the problem, what is causing the difficulty, what is the keeping the problem, what skills are missing. So this is the identifying area, right? The first phase. So that defining the problem. What is the main feature of the problem? What is the core of the problem? How can we better define the problem? So that is the defining moment. And number 3, exploring the problem. What aspect of the problem can be worked on? Not every area you can work on, but some of the aspect of the problem you can work on. What new skills are needed? What specific skill need to be improved? So exploring the ideas, you talk to the coachee, and then you find out what kind of skills they already have, what need to be done. And then A is the defining action, right? What action need to be taken? What is the best way to learn the skills? What is the best way to transfer the skill to the specific context? Context can be different. You make the decision. Some of the decision you make here in Pakistan, it maybe is not going to work in other countries, some of the countries. So you need to be specific according to the context, according to the culture, according to the strategy that is what is the availability of the resources as well. So you need to action part, it can vary. When you are in Pakistan, it can be a little bit different when you are in Dubai. Maybe it can be a little bit different when you are in Africa. So you need to see the context, and based on the context, you take the action as well. And the last one is model looking back, like assessing the result. How is your performance? How are you acting differently? In what ways have the new skill and this positively impacted in a specific context? So today, I believe that we have little bit ideas, right? The coaching.
Yes, sir. This was a very comprehensive slide, but I have a couple of questions for you.
Yes.
Are we allowed to ask them right now?
Yeah, I think we are
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
Okay. The thing is, I just wanted to know exactly like for example, see, we are all HR professionals here, and we have a lot of people just coming into our offices with their problems, you know, and they expect guidance right there and then. So, and most of the time, I don't know about other people, but I get this feeling that especially youngsters these days, because they're bombarded with so many information and so many disciplines of study that they can do, so they become clueless and directionless, right? So
Yeah.
how do you guide, how do you coach or guide or mentor a person on those lines, so that, you know, he becomes a bit motivated and he knows which direction he needs to follow, so that all of his energy is utilized, you know, in the right direction? Because they become clueless sometimes, and especially for example, if they are overloaded, sometimes they become very nervous and stressed. How do you deal with such scenarios?
Okay, and I think this is a very good problem, and we can actually use this problem as a model for our, is that I believe that some of us, we already gained some of the knowledge about how to provide the coaching. So now let's do the coaching on this subject. You know, the young people, you mentioned that young people come with a lot of problem and they have a lot of information, different kind of information. And also that they want some of the results, you know, then and then they want to achieve, right, Mr. Faisal?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay. So let's do little coaching here. We are attending. How many people we are attending now? Let's do a little bit coaching about it. So objectives. What specifically do you want? Where and with whom do you want to achieve these things? When do you want to achieve this? What will be different when you are achieve this? What will you see when you hit? What we will feel? How we will know you have hit it, indicator, and why is that important to you? What do you need to do to achieve this? So do every one of you, you have your cell phone. Can you take a picture of this slide? Or just, please take a picture of this slide. Are we in, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So is there any way we can start a discussion on it? Is there anyone want to give your feedback on the information we received today? Is there anyone who want to help Mr. Faisal about it? Be a coach. How you can coach Mr. Faisal? Anyone, just become a coach.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Faisal.
Okay, can we do a breakout room? You did it before, right? Breakout rooms, so that we have a little bit more opportunity to talk, and then we're gonna come back again. So I'm gonna making maybe 3 groups. Okay, and
2 groups will be okay.
three groups. So we are making 3 groups. So first group, Neha, Said Nori, Wakaruddin, and second group, Altab. So you just click on it, open the rooms, or you just join the room. And then a little bit talk about it, the problem we heard. Is there everyone in the room?
Yes, almost.
Yeah, you're gonna talk about it and this problem within 3 or 3. 2, 3. Please talk about it and then we're going to come back again.
राहत बानो एंड सैयद नूरुल तलहा, आप लोगों को कोई रूम एलोकेट नहीं हुआ, ब्रेकआउट रूम?
Yeah, they are in room number 2.
Yeah.
We're going to take 2 more minutes and then we're going to come back. Only 2 more minutes.
Just 2 minutes are left, and after that, we will dissolve all rooms. After just
Okay, we're gonna close all the rooms. 30 seconds. Okay, we are closing the rooms. ये बंद कर दूं? ये बंद कर दूं? Okay. Anyone want to share your point of view about the discussion?
Almost room अभी 19 seconds are left. Rooms dissolve हो रहे हैं और automated system पे.
Okay. Anyone want to share your point of view about the coaching, that how you gonna solve the problem of Mr. Faisal he shared with us? And just share something about your discussion, what you talk about, how we can resolve the issue. Anyone? Please share something you.
Yes, Zenat,
know.
Zenat will share. They will share a very good discussion with me. Zenat, अगर आप बताएं kindly.
Yeah, please.
Faisal had the issue that people came to him to discuss different kinds of problems. But I think how to resolve it, I gave him a suggestion to discuss it from the scratch and identify what's the problem and try to explain and give him the positive sides of the issue. There is a plus and minus of all the situations. So
Yeah.
try to give what are the positive sides and try to motivate them through that positivity.
Yes.
That's it.
Anyone else? So we can talk in Urdu as well. Anyone?
So, can I?
Yeah, please, Miss Aisa.
Like sometime जब हम आते हैं like मेरे पास कभी कभार या मैं कभी गई हूँ कोई मसला का हल लेने तो sometime लोग हमारी सिचुएशन कभी कभार सुनते नहीं है लाइक आई हैव सम प्रॉब्लम और मैं आपको इन्फॉर्म बता रही हूँ तो कभी कभार तो दे डोंट शो इंटरेस्ट और कभी कभार तो ये होता है कि लाइक दे गिव एडवाइस अकॉर्डिंग टू देयर एग्जाम्पल्स मतलब लाइक जो उन्होंने एक्सपीरियंस किया होता है उसके थ्रू वो हमें एक एडवाइस दे रहे होते हैं मगर वो हमारी सिचुएशन सुनते नहीं है कभी कभार और उससे एक मतलब हम उन्हें क्या समझाना चाह रहे हैं या हम उन्हें क्या बताना चाह रहे हैं समटाइम वो बात बहुत पीछे रह जाती है और वो कभी कभार बहुत रियली डिसअपॉइंटिंग होती है कि हमने उनको या तो कोच माना होता है या फिर हमने उनको मेंटोर माना होता है कि एडवाइज़र माना होता है कि लाइक दे विल हेल्प अस या इस सिचुएशन में या इससे पहले भी बहुत सारे लोग इस सिचुएशन में गुजरे हैं तो उनको बहुत अच्छी कोचिंग दी है इस बारे में बट कभी कभार ऐसी सिचुएशन आंसर या रिजल्ट हमें मिलता है उनके पास से कि वो हमारी थिंकिंग से टोटली डिफरेंट होती है और उसकी वजह से हम जो रिजल्ट चाह रहे होते हैं उनसे वो टोटली ऑपोजिट हो जाता है और फिर हम लोगों की जो थिंकिंग होती है ना जो हम जो रिजल्ट चाह रहे होते हैं वो नहीं मिलता तो सर बिल्कुल ही एक माइंड ना बिल्कुल डबल माइंडेड हो जाता है कि करें या नहीं करें,
हम्म,
हम आगे स्टेप लें या हम जिस एंगल में खड़े हुए हैं, जिस डायरेक्शन में हम खड़े हुए हैं, उसी डायरेक्शन में खड़े हो जाए, और फिर जो ये सिचुएशन हमारे पास दोबारा आएगी तो हम देख लेंगे। ऐसा भी हुआ है हमारे साथ कभी कभार। तो यस सर।
Because of that, and when you do this coaching, the specific that what some people can talk about the problem, but then you need to ask them what you actually want.
यस सर, ये नहीं पूछते सर एक्चुअली, ये सवाल नहीं पूछते कि हमारी माइंड में क्या चल रहा है, लाइक हम क्या सोचते हैं, हम इस मसले पर कैसे हल कर सकते हैं, हमारी थिंकिंग कोई नहीं पूछता। बट जब हम अपनी थिंकिंग बताते हैं तो बोलते हैं जब आपको पता ही है तो लाइक तो फिर आप हमारे पास क्यों आए हैं। They usually say that, मतलब मैंने बहुत बार सुना है ये वर्ड के
It's
जब
true.
आपको इसका आंसर पता है तो आप मुझसे क्यों कोचिंग लेने आई हैं। और मैं लाइक सर मैं अपनी एक थिंकिंग बता रही हूँ, बट आई नीड कि जो मेरी थिंकिंग है वो करेक्ट वे में जा रही है या मैं नेगेटिव वे में जा रही हूँ, क्योंकि इसका इफेक्ट मैं जब दूसरों को कोचिंग दूंगी तो वो उसका पॉजिटिव इफेक्ट आएगा या नेगेटिव इफेक्ट आएगा। आई नीड टू नो डैट। तो वो मुझे नहीं, वो कभी कभार उससे मुझे बहुत डिसअपॉइंटमेंट मिली है 2-3 बार। तो यस, मुझे मेरे जो मुझे सिचुएशन हुआ है ऐसा।
But I'm sure that from now on you will be that you came to me that what
Yes.
do you really want? You need to tell me the specific what you want. And also at the same time you can ask someone that you know what you can do about it. Right?
Yes sir.
Yeah, so it is. Anyone please give your some thought about it. What is the difference between the coaching and mentoring, and how you can help other people, because every single one of us, we have some potential good things we can do, achieve many things, you know, and you do not want someone that going through the problem, you want them to be in a better place, how you can help them.
Sir, you mentioned in the slides, when you were talking about the slides, you mentioned that the coach is not supposed to tell you how to do things, right? They're supposed to guide you, and they can maybe tell you the tools that you can use, but they're not supposed to exactly tell you what to do, right? Whereas a mentor,
yeah, not exactly that word in a same, like a coach that when you're doing the bowling night cricket games, the coach will tell you that if you do the ball this one, it is gonna be outside swing, inside swing, right? That is the things he is gonna tell you. But at the same time, coach is gonna see that if he is a fast bowler or medium bowler or spinner, so coach need to know the what kind of person is, right? And then
yes.
based on that, if fast bowler, you cannot tell them to do the, you know, this is the way ball. So that is the I meant, that you know need to know the person before you give the advice, or if before you tell them something to do. So that is the area we need to clarify.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it clear now? That we need to know the person.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Anyone want to give your input?
Yes, sir. It means that if a person come with a problem to us, then we will first try to know about him, that what he want to achieve, and what specifically he want to do something, what for he is doing something.
Yeah.
And when we know his purpose, then we can guide him or we can counsel him.
That is very, very important. That first slide, actually, that when we started talking about it, that we told them that, you know, the topics and the goal and the outcome and the reality and the options and way forward. So this is very, very important. The topic. Now, what do you want to discuss? that and be specific, because in our culture we go when we started talking, and then as soon as we started, then we are everywhere, right? We are everywhere, we are not in a specific. So you need to that today we're going to talk about only business, not only other things. So then personal life, okay, personal life. If you want to talking about your project, only the project. So topic, choose the topic, and that is very, very important. And then goal. So you talk about whole things. What do you want after selling all this problem? What really want me to do for you? So the goal and its specification is very, very important. And then outcome, that what do you want to achieve in this session and the conversation we are doing? What do you really want to achieve after the conversation? Before you go, I'm going to give you 2 hours, I'm going to give you 1 hour. Within 1 hour, what is your purpose? What do you want to achieve this session? And then reality is the where he is right now, what happened to him past, and where he want to go in future. So past, but the reality is the present. After happening something, how you feel now. So reality you need to understand. And then options is the what you can do. What can you do to solve this problem? You need to go ask, talk to the person, or you need to take some money, you need to take some bank loan, or you need to do, sell your property, you want to go out of the country. So different option, you're going to talk about it, and then from the different options, there is a good idea. Then you, from the good ideas, you take the best idea. So that is the option area that there is, they can talk, but you help another person to empower them. What do you think? What you can do? What is this is the problem, but what kind of solution you can see? So at our office, when someone bring me any problem, I told them, okay, this problem is good, but bring 3 kind of solution to this problem. And then you come to me, bring the 3 different ways that we can solve this problem. So they go and they talk to us, then they come to me. Then I say, okay, you solved your own problem, then you don't need me. Maybe you can use this kind of strategy because you are in a HR.
And, sir, sometimes they will not come again to your office.
That's true. That's true. But you want to help. You want them to help, empower them. And your goal is that so that they would be able to make their own decision. That is very, very important. Your intention is that you have the ability, you have a lot of potential. Always tell them, this is the things, hey, you have inside of you, there is a lot of potential. Inside of you, there is a lot of things. It is need to come from within, and you can solve this problem. You know that you are responsible for, somehow you are responsible for this problem as well. Maybe you can, way forward, you can take some action. So your intention is empower them. Your intention is helping them to make the decision. And if we can think right, we can do right, and we can produce the right result. But if we think wrong, we're going to take the wrong action, it is going to be producing the wrong result as well. So our job as a coach, help other people to make the right decision. You need to give them the necessary information. This can happen good things, but you can lose this. So you need to show them side by side. This is the good, this is the bad thing happen. Which one are you going to choose? So you need to be open. At the same time, as a coach, you need to keep the relationship with other people. It is very, very important. And keep the confidentiality as well. So anyone want to add anything? From the discussion you are having, few minutes, anyone want to share anything, how we can help the problem Mr. Faisal talk about? Okay, when we send you this PowerPoint, maybe we're not gonna send you the PowerPoint today, we're gonna send you tomorrow, but we're gonna add some of the tests so that you would be able to see yourself where you are currently, but give yourself a little bit test so that you would be able to know that I'm a good coach or not a good coach, I'm a good mentor. That is the area you would be able to see yourself as well. Any comment about this session today? Anyone?
Sir, usually the coach, when he coaches you, then he see you practicing the thing. So
Yes.
if, for example, if a person come to us for taking some advice, and we just find a solution for his problem or what he want to achieve, then the coach has this burden on him that the coach will go and see is working or not. It is not necessary.
Accountability is very necessary. We talk about it, right? The accountability part, that when you our coaching, this is the slide. Actually, I did not fill up there so that you can do that. Coaching is actually helping other people, the character part, that they are very, very consistent, understand the other people, their ability. I think I wrote it down. This is the area, the greater the responsibility, no? In that area, that you need to make sure that you the greater awareness, that the greater awareness increase the responsibility and greater accountability. So this is the area is very, very important. The number 3, the coaching process has three underlying objective. Greater awareness, about the whole situation. Increased the responsibility, that it is, if you want to solve some problem, you need to take some responsibility. So increased responsibility. Currently, what responsibility you have, you need to do the little bit more increased responsibility, you need to take it. And then greater accountability. The coach is going to ask the person, we talked about it last week, what did you do? So that is the accountability, and coach need to follow up, and it is very, very important. If you do not follow up, they are not going to do it, and then you will not be able to help them. But your intention is helping people to go to the, their possibility is not their performance, current performance. That they have a greater ability to do the things, so you take them to the higher position. So as a coach, that you want the people, the all three is the number 10, all three brings the greater empowerment and the influences to the individual, and you want other people to be influenced, no? And this is the things, creating the lasting change by adapting a learning approach, and that operates from the inside out as opposed to the outside in. You need to help other people so that everyone have something inside, the passion, the strength, the vision. It is inside, it is not outside. Our passion is not outside. Our vision is not outside. It is inside of us. We see the things inside, and then we draw it in a picture, and then architect, they come and make a big building. It need to be coming from inside. So as a coach, your job is helping other people to see from inside the big picture. And as a coach, you need to help other people that, hey, you can do it. You have a big potential inside of you. Lot of resources you have inside that, a lot of skills and talents and gifts. And then you just put your little bit commitment and little bit of your time, then you would be able to achieve it. So you need to keep them accountable.
Thank you very much, sir. Now we understand these slides.
Okay, thank you very much. And then the last slide, number 11, that our potential cannot be found somewhere outside. And that is the things we're talking about, that it need to be only discovered within us. Inside of you, there is a lot of things, and you would be able to discover it within you. I hope this is only the preliminary session, but in future we can do it. If you want to go and coaching business or anything, we can talk about a lot of other how to do the coaching things, and the business coaching, people coaching, is a two different way. People coaching and the business coaching is a two different things you can do. Build some people in their potential, and you can build the business in their potential as well. At the same time, you can business model you can use, elite model you can use, and the club level model you can use as well. So we talk about in a tilty different kind of coaching sessions, and this is the primary one. I hope it is helpful to understand the importance of the coaching, and I believe that you're gonna apply some of the coaching things in your organization or business. Thank you very much for the opportunity you provided for us. We are very, very grateful. Thank you. Have a great night.
ओके,
Thank
थैंक
you.
यू वेरी मच, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you.
आप लोगों का बहुत शुक्रिया, और इंशाल्लाह मैं आप लोगों के साथ मटेरियल भी शेयर कर दूंगा, इस सेशन की रिकॉर्डिंग भी शेयर कर दूंगा, और बाकी फिर आप लोगों के साथ सर्टिफिकेट जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन है उसकी डिटेल भी ग्रुप में शेयर कर दी जाएंगी। और हम HR मीटअप प्लान कर रहे हैं इधर अपने इस्लामाबाद के अंदर ही, तो उसमें ये ग्रेजुएशन सेरेमनी होगी CHRP के इस बैच के लोगों की। सारी डिटेल आपके साथ शेयर कर दी जाएंगी इन व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप, राइट। थैंक यू वेरी मच एंड हैव अ नाइस डे अहेड। एंजॉय करें, कल हॉलीडे है।
Happy holiday.
हैप्पी हॉलीडे एंड हैप्पी पाकिस्तान डे।
Happy Pakistan Day.
टेक केयर।
Good. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Allah Hafiz.
Allah
Thank you, sir. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Hafiz.